Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Gaming Droid, and welcome back to Thea The Awakening. I was moving my group of warriors back towards the town when we got attacked mid-turn by a group of Striga, including a Striga mistress. Because this is going to be quite a challenging fight, I thought I would restart the recording even though we haven't gotten back to the town. That reshuffle didn't do very much for me, and we'll see if we die to a Striga mistress. So he's popped out first. I'm actually going to throw out my dwarf, because the dwarf can take him down to 1 hit point. And then we can throw out... I don't want to throw out someone with low shielding, because I'm concerned that someone with low shielding is just going to get wiped out by a first strike by a spear wielder. So instead I'm going to throw out a decent shielded warrior to start. Hulking rats, okay. Well, we can wipe out one hulking rat straight off, and then we can actually move her to the front so that she can wipe out that Striga. Again, more hulking rats coming out. That's fine. We will continue to throw out and shield some decent warriors so that we can absorb the damage from these. If I'm lucky, the Striga mistress has actually found herself in the tactics group. Which would be quite helpful. The problem is now, anyone I throw out is going to have low armor. So let's do what we can to armor up her. Again, Striga from the back row, that's fine. Yes, the Striga mistress found herself in the back row. That's not terrible. I'm going to leave my Pinconetta out of the fight because she's not going to survive if I put her in. The problem is the hulking rats are going to absorb a lot of damage, and I'm going to have to take the blows from the Striga because I won't be able to kill them in time. So there goes another rat, and another rat, and another rat, and one of the Striga. But unfortunately the Striga mistress is actually going to seriously injure my dollar, my Ghost of Protection. So let's send out my powerful warrior first, because the Striga mistress is probably going to be at the front. No, hulking rat's at the front. So the Striga mistress is actually still in the tactics row, which is fine by me. Because if I throw out him and turn over, Striga mistress comes out, and now I'm just going to throw spear wielders at her. There's 22 damage, there's 11 damage, and that. So if she'd been out earlier, I could have done that earlier on, but unfortunately, she had a lot of hulking rats with her. Now my dollar is at risk of losing, being lost. A decent 10 damage axe. We got a leather jerkin and another traps box. I'm going to have to set up camp here. I will gather a little bit of wood and food, but we will continue to turn over and we will see. Ah, my dollar died as well. Ah, I'm having so many deaths recently, it's actually really bad. I got some children and I got someone to join my village, but there's a lot of deaths been occurring. Just because of little mistakes and just the bad luck of the cards being in just the wrong place so that one of my people takes quite a lot of damage that they shouldn't really be taking. Got an encounter just before the village. As you make your train, your herbalist spots an area where you can harvest some herbs. Your village needs herbs, so let's pick some herbs. Okay, let's do a 2-skull fight to see if we can get hold of some more herbs. Spider Queens shouldn't be too much of a trouble for me now. See, 21 hit points. But if I throw out my Dwarf Spear Wielder, I can just kill the Spider Queen on the first turn. And now all we have left to deal with are the small spiders, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. You can see 4 hit points, 4 hit points. And again, I can use spear wielders to dampen the blow of that. 3 hit points. And again, spear wielder can just kill that straight off, and I can put out another hammer wielder. So now I have 2 hammer wielders who are going to get turns, which can do 2 kills per turn. So that's those 2 gone and these 2 gone. I'll throw out sword wielder just in case, and then I will turn over and allow my opponent a turn, and then I will just skip through. So my hammer wielder kills those two straight off, my spear wielder will kill that one, and my remaining hammer wielder should kill those two. Lovely. Not too bad at all. And we got some equipment, well, we got 24 monster bones from that. Better leave the place, who knows where they are. And we got another encounter while entering the village. Ah! See, we have this again. A group of black wolves attacking something, a small baby, and one fighting not far from you. So let's investigate. So we find out that the child is clearly protected by magic. The wolves are not able to get to it. However, you're uncertain how long the shield will last. And the wolves are also attacking a cat. So let's split our party and see if we can't get both groups. We'll reshuffle because we have some... I didn't want Masfleck at the front, but that's fine. We don't have our powerful spear wielder, but that's actually quite good because that means our powerful spear wielder is protecting the cat. Which sounds weird, but the cat is actually a protection demon. The magic that's protecting the baby is coming from the cat, and occasionally you can convince the cat to join your team, which is actually a really useful thing to do because those cats are actually very powerful. Early game they're more powerful than late game, but even late game they're pretty powerful things to have on your team. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I don't think they'll be able to do anything to me. 2 hit points damage to her when she's coming back to town. That's fine. Check how the child and the cat are. Despite your great victory, you find the wolves managed to kill the cat. Still, the child seems healthy and safe. No one of your team feels strangely tougher. So one of our team members has gained 3 innate shielding, which was a protection blessing from the cat. So forever he's going to have 3 shield more than he would normally. We gained a child and we gained some blessings of dexterity as well. So what we can do now is we can start transferring things across. We don't need all this wood. We can shift down to like 60 wood. That'll free up some weight. Move across some elven wood, some dark wood, some dryad wood, some ancient wood, and some assorted metals. 15 mithrils, very good. We got some clay and some crystal, lots of stone. I don't know if there's actually a quick way to do this rather than clicking confirm every time, but we got quite a lot of stuff. We got 29 monster bones, which is very good, and we got 14 dragon bones, which is very good. We can transfer across all of this. We'll need to move some more food into this party. The party is actually very depleted because when we left, we didn't have the bandit and we didn't have the dollar that we lost. But when we left, we also did have one of the other person. So we've lost one person beyond who we left with. That's terrible. Yeah, we don't need those. Give that in, that in, that in, that in. That. We don't need this steel ring because we've got so many steel rings now. We passed that home. We're not using the Book of Wisdoms. We're not going to be using the trap books. But we do have 2 huntresses now. So we've got one huntress who's got quite a lot of folklore, decent amount of herbalism, some gather. This one has more folklore, more herbalism, more gather. So I think what we'll do is we'll transfer her across and we'll just have a quick look at her equipment to see if she needs anything. I don't think so. I think she's quite fine the way she is. She might sort of grab a gathering basket from here, and we will give her a gathering basket to help her. Oh, that's the village inventory. I want the equipment from... Nope, again, that's the village equipment. I want the equipment from the expedition. Excellent. Equipment from the expedition. There you go. You can have... You can't carry a basket because it's too heavy. Well, that's annoying. How much too heavy is it? 14, and you've got 3. That's 12. I will actually get rid of the traps in exchange for some more experience there. Down in the town, we also got a new medic. We can equip her. She's got 100 weight capacity, which isn't very much. But what we can do is we can give her a very light jacket, which just has a little bit of armor protection. In fact, we can give her slightly better armor protection for only a fraction more weight. And then we can see if we don't have a nice light weapon for her to wield. We've got a training sword. That'll do for now. So, back in the town, we have a look at production and we have a look at our blessed paths. We should now have enough dryad wood to make a blessed path. So we need to use 10 dryad wood to finish it because we need the dryad wood as the catalyst. But now what we can do is we can start experimenting with different materials. So what if we use string? That gives us a +1. What if we use straw? Still a +1. What if we use mithril in there? That gives it up to a +2. So I'm thinking actually if we could get some more dryad wood, we could actually get a really big one. What are the resources around here? Can I use wicker to grow? Can I use wicker to build it? Let's have a look. Production, construction, blessed paths. Yes, I can use wicker to grow it. So wicker's quite a good level of wood. So what I'll do is I'll actually send my expedition round on the next turn when they have some turns, when they have some ability to move. I will send them around. Where's the nearest source of wicker? It is indeed that one there. So I will send them around to grab some wicker. Little encounter, probably nothing major. A figure clad in rags and dark green cloak slowly approaches. Seeing your party, figure takes off his hood and reveals a gaunt, tired face of an elf with its black and sad eyes. Stretches his arms before you in a gesture of peace, but does not speak. This is a dangerous road to be roaming on your own, sir. Are you alright? No reply from the figure, and so you men make another attempt. As you get close, the elf steps back and waves them to stay away. The elf shakes his head in response and bows slightly to say thank you. He starts moving away, moving again, but you see that this pace is very slow, as if his step is measured effort. So we hand over some basic supplies and get a blessing of attractiveness in return. There's probably something more I could have done if I'd had a witch with me, or a sage. Someone who knew a lot about magic could have possibly helped significantly that poor and benighted soul. But for now, we're going to have to leave him be. So we want wicker, so we're going to assign all of our best gatherers to the wicker. Still going to take 2 turns to gather. That's okay. Are any of our weak gatherers equipped with baskets to give them gathering skill? So Vera is equipped with a basket. Where is Vera in the gathering? Vera is very low in the gathering, so actually she doesn't need the basket because all of her gathering skill is coming from the basket. So if I take that off and have a look at who we've got gathering wicker, we've got Tomera, Dobrevsky, the Orc Worker, Isbor and Iveta. I think that's right. Ah, right, the Orc Warrior had for some reason ended up there. Henyok got there. So, let's see, Tomera has one, Dobrevsky and the Orc Worker. Equipment. Dobrevsky doesn't have a basket. So we can add to her with... Wait, I thought I'd already given... Wait, I thought I'd taken the basket off Vera. I have taken the basket off Vera, so where did the basket from Vera go? Oh, did I accidentally put it straight onto the Orc Worker? Yeah, I accidentally put it straight onto the Orc Worker. Okay, that's fair enough. Still works out. Quick encounter. Come across the dead body lying in a ditch. Corpse is literally stomped into the ground. We found a spike and some vines. You see some more stuff lodged under the body, but you can also feel the ground shake behind you and strange sounds coming towards you. Let's wait and see. Huge, half-naked humanoid, size of a dragon at least, if not larger. The giant doesn't seem to notice you yet. 5-skull fight, I don't think we can do. Let's run away. It's a physical challenge, but we have some very powerful physical people with us. Let's see if we can bring some more of them to the front. That did improve our front line slightly. So, let's throw out that. We will counter... So, that's level 5. We will counter offense level 6. Because one of the best things you can do is strip their ability to use things, their ability to fight. We'll counter offense level 3, and then we will confuse him so he can't do much. So hopefully now they're just going to be throwing out people, and we've got 13, we've got 25 damage. Again, this doesn't count as actual impact damage. We are losing pace because we haven't got many people at the front, but hopefully we'll be able to do a lot of damage quite quickly. Can we confuse anyone? We can confuse the person right at the front, that's fine. One down, another one down, and another one down. So we're down to 4 on the front line. They have a lot of damage, but hopefully we'll be able to deal with them without too much trouble. Okay, so they decided to do that really sort of like, it's randomly chosen which way they go, but that was really lucky for us because they actually decided the wrong direction pretty much every time. Let's reshuffle that. That'll do. I'm going to throw out my bandit vault first. It might tempt them into doing something with their tactical cards to bring someone to the front. Yes, I thought it would, which is fine by me. We will counter offense and counter offense. So all they can do now is throw out a tactics card, which is great, and then I can confuse him, and that has left me in a really powerful position where I have a lot of ability to deal damage to them without taking any damage in return, which is absolutely wonderful. And now we should have one more round, and we should be able to kill them all off. Excellent. So we managed to get away. One of us gained a little bit of a dexterity running away, and the goblin doesn't know we were there at all. We were actually out of food as well. Okay, that's a little bit of an issue. I forgot to top them up with food before I sent them out, but that's fine. There's a mushroom patch here. We can set them up gathering basically a large amount of mushrooms very quickly. So we can spend a turn gathering mushrooms. We did level up. The expedition gained some health, some leech, some speech, and back in town we gained speech, folklore, feint, some backstab. Not bad. Got a few giant spiders wandering around. Don't want to burn that. They do have food and fuel now. And we're still gathering items. 7 turns. Whoa, hello. An ancient red dragon and his swarming minions have descended upon your lands. In your mind you hear the roar, I will have your gold now, but you leave me be, I will move on from this place. Whoa, I can offer them one of my people instead. So I'm losing 35 gold. I can fight it, which is a 5-skull challenge. What group am I fighting with? I'm fighting it with the group back at town. They're not the best fighting group in the world. Will you accept a virgin? Oh, I lost my hunter. That's randomly chosen. I lost my hunter. That's a pity. But okay, that's fine. I accept that. I kind of asked for that in a way because I made the choice. It was the wrong choice because my hunter's quite good and I don't actually have a hunting lodge to renew my huntress. But okay. I should have a spare basket now though, because she's dropped her basket. So who is gathering? It's Henio. So equipment, Henio, he's got one. Iveta, she's got one. Put down your sword and pick up a gatherer's basket. Myslek, I think. Are you in there? No, you're not. Dobrevsky, Orc Warrior, oh, Myslek is now there. He's slightly better. Iveta. Iveta, do you have a basket? Henyo. Dwarf Bandit, do you have any gathering skill? You have 3 gathering skills, so if I give you a basket, what would your gathering skill be? 7. That is better. There we go. We can gather quite a few in one turn. So you can see, oops, sorry, one turn. Click the right button. Why am I gathering wood? Wait. Did I just completely derp? Yeah, I just completely derped on that. Okay, let's try that again. Getting attacked by some crows and some deformed bats. They're really low level. I'm just going to auto-resolve that. Try and hold on to something. We're up to 21 wicker. I'll gather enough to get one more and then we'll move back to the town. Seek some shelter. So we got Curse of Darkness on 2, but they're both in our village, so those Curses of Darkness will actually be cured quickly. We did lose a child though. Cursed with darkness, and you've not have enough magical folklore knowledge to fight it off. Some of your young ones perish in the night. So we need more magic to survive those particular encounters. Up to 28. Up to 35. Leave the creature to its task, and we gain a little bit of will. That's another Lepugit that's protecting our, just sort of charming us. An old goblin stumbles into your village at night and asks for a place to rest. You cannot deny someone in need. And again, we gain folklore, we gain herbalism, and we gain a little bit of magic. So the goblin shaman has taught us a little bit of magic, which is a nice little addition because we are apparently in need of a bit of magic. So now we head back, and what we can do is, with our expedition, we can transfer across mushrooms, wicker, the vine we picked up. We can transfer across that crossbow that we don't need anymore. We can transfer across the weaker of the 2 swords that we don't need anymore. That which we picked up, a couple of shields, the leather jacket, the signet ring, the trap box because we lost our hunter, and we can transfer across back this way a couple of 100 food. Good. That's fine. And what we can do with production in the town now is we can actually build our blessed paths. So if we use wicker and we use, say, stone and dryad wood, what does that get us? +1. Mithril gets us +2. Is there anything else we can use to improve it, to make it better? What if we put topaz there, +1? Looks like we're only going to get a +2 radius. It's a pity, but it does give us 41 science points. It is a very hard thing to craft, but it'll only take us 4 turns. In the meantime, gather a group. Can go and gather some coal down. Actually, no, that's not important, because what we'll do is we'll actually have coal and mushrooms and things available to us, and elven wood. So what you can do is you can actually head off down this direction where I see a ruin. Try and hold on. Ooh, quite a few people took damage that day, but we did gain some stone, which was nice. The tremors are getting worse, which means that the giant plot, the subquest for the giants, is starting up. In Prune's name, enter the storm. We do not follow Prune, so we will not bend his will. We lost some food and some wood, and we took a few wounds, but we're fine. Carry on. head down to the ruins and let's see what we can get. Search the city, 2 arms, 12 ravenous raven cloves, that's fine, we'll auto-resolve that. We got a pretty nice hammer, elvenwood hammer, we got some more bones. There's some animals around here, including 3 skull. It's down in this direction. Another lake, we've got some ancient wood here, which is very nice. And we've got a 2 skull challenge, which is some broken skeletons and some skeletons. We'll just auto-resolve that because that's nice and easy. We actually got a gatherer's basket there. What was the gatherer's basket like? +2 gathering. Why not? Can you wield this sword? No, you can't wield that sword. Can you wield... No, you definitely can't wield the hammer. Okay. And there we go, we have our sacred paths complete. So what we can do now over here is, if I have a look at the map, previously we could gather vegetables, wood and string. Now if I turn that off and I go into my production tab. 1 second, village overview. Blessed paths, +2 gathering radius. Good, right. There we go. It didn't want to resolve first off. So now we can gather meat, coal and mushrooms and elven wood. So not only can we gather wood, we can gather elven wood, which is great for building. We can gather coal, which we need to use as a catalyst in a lot of things. We can also gather mushrooms and meat. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put Petre, who's one of our best gatherers, onto elven wood, because elven wood is very useful. Brekka, who's again a very good gatherer, is going to go down onto mushrooms. Semetri is going to go onto coal along with 2 others to try and get us a little bit of coal reasonably quickly. We're going to have someone on meat, and we're going to need to move our string, because we've got 600 string, we don't need a huge amount, onto wood. And then we're just going to have her on vegetables, just to keep us ticking over in vegetables. And you can see that now we're gathering 16 meat every 2 turns, although we have 900 of it, so actually probably stay on the mushrooms. We're gathering 14 mushrooms a turn, possibly even 28 mushrooms a turn if we tick over two numbers, because we've got 120. Every 3 turns we're gathering 16 coal. Every turn we're gathering 6 elven wood and possibly 12 once that ticks over extra. So we've got a lot of additional gathering options now. If we got another point, of gathering, actually let's have a look. We can actually have a look on village overview, and we can have a look on blessed paths. So if we got another point of gathering, we could come up here and down into the river. So we could come round just beyond those spiders. So if we leave the village again and we have a look just beyond those spiders, we get meat and elven wood again, meat and regular wood. We wouldn't come out far enough to get the fish, we wouldn't come out far enough to get the clay. But what we can do is we can have a look at what else we can research. We could research into stone, granite, we could research into obsidian, clay is an option, nimblethwood, vines. We could research into dryad wood, or with 2 points into ancient wood. We could get points into dark wood, or we could start going up the gem tree to try and find some gems. Or we could look at putting points into crafting, so we could go up to the next level of jewellery to make some artifacts. We could make better meat crafting, we could start making weapons or armour. Or we could have a look at going into construction. We are weak on magic, so we kind of need to start working, because we saw that when we got the Curse of Darkness, that our people are weak to magic. So what we'll do is we'll buy the magic, we'll buy the totems, and this will help us to get witches. This will help us make witches. So what can we make it from? If we make it from crystal, supported with monster bone, and catalyzed with mithril, we get +3 magic and +5 to attract beast. That's not terrible at all. +3 magic, +5 to attract beast. If we used ancient wood, +4 magic and +5 to attract beast, is that worth our ancient wood? Or we could use granite, which would give us 3 and 5 to attract beast. Would using metal change it at all? No, using metal down there doesn't change it at all. We could use regular bone, but that wouldn't give us any bonuses. I think probably what we'll do, as we can harvest quartz at the moment, we'll go with quartz and monster bone, 5 to attract beasts, 3 to magical bonus. We can confirm that and we can start our crafters, who are not gathering materials at the moment, into crafting it. And what this will do is, once it's complete, when we have a child grow up, which we should have several children left, 5 children left, we'll be able to select a witch who will be a very good magic user. So thank you for watching. I've been the Gaming Droid. This has been Thea The Awakening. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to continue watching videos on the channel and receiving subscriptions, please subscribe and hit the little notifications bell next to the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!